Squad! Deontay Wilder wins in the 7th round with 45 seconds left as the referee stops in and waves the fight off. I agree with it because Herndon didn't look like he wanted to fight. He looked like he was out of the fight. And you could see in that 7th round that the referee was just looking for a reason to stop the fight. I mean, he was literally stepping in multiple times with his back kind of turned to separate Wilder and Herndon. But before I get into that, hit the thumbs up, sub, and notification bell that we get updated when I drop the news content like this. That being said, let's get into the fight breakdown. So it went 7 rounds. I thought it was only going to go 4. Let's talk about the good before I get into the bad from what I saw. Now, here's the good. Deontay Wilder was actually using his jab. He was using his jab, and he was using a variation of punches. He was throwing left hooks, which was getting in behind the guard, and he occasionally threw a left hook to the body. His straight, he was throwing it, but it wasn't as assertive as we normally see. And while he did get wild at some points in the fight, he was very, very conservative with the wildness, I would say. But the bad that I saw, okay, so yes, Wilder was doing a great job with his jab. However, when you jab, your elbow should be underneath your arm and you should be almost turning your fist like a corkscrew and having it come out. Wilder, what he was doing is he was lifting his elbow to the left and then extending his hand out, which takes a lot of power off your jab. Also, when he was throwing the jab, but a lot of times he was planting his front foot. So there was times when the jab would come up short or it just went hit with as much impact due to his elbow being out to the left and him being planted with the jab. Instead of stepping into the jab, like the jab should be, the minute your tippy toe hits the canvas, that knuckle, that glove should be popping them in the face for the most impact. I would say Wilder, to me, looked a little hesitant early in the fight. His confidence started to grow from about the 4th round on to where he did get a stoppage. I do agree with it, by the way. You could say it was early, but not really because Herndon wasn't even trying to fight. And you could tell it was just a matter of time before he went away. Because every time Wilder leaned on him, he was falling to the canvas. Now, I will say this also with another good, and then I'll come back to the bad. He learned how to lean on fighters like what Fury was doing to him. So, hey, kudos to that. If they're going to keep clinching with you, lay on them, get them legs tired, and that's what he did. So, tactically smart move. Now, back to the bad. Wilder was throwing the right hand from too far away. Normally, I like to call it a hop skip. You see him boop, boop, and then throw the straight right. But it didn't look like he was fully confident. It didn't really look like he had all his confidence there, and maybe he didn't because he was coming off a knockout loss. So this is the type of fight that Wilder needs if he's really going to take boxing serious, if he's really going to come back. I think he needs to fight again within the next 2 to 4 months. He needs to be very active, and I would say fight a guy on this level or a little bit above this level and work your way back into it, especially with you about to be 40. You need to get your legs underneath you. You need to get your confidence back. You need to get your speed back. You need to get your timing back. You can see his timing was off. And, I like the fact that Wilder was not loading up with every straight right. So, overall, good performance. Herndon had a horrible performance. He was just evading, not really wanting to fight. And y'all know what I say. It's hard to get a knockout if you're fighting a guy who doesn't want to fight you. But other than that, I thought Wilder did decent. I thought he showed new wrinkles, and I would just like to see him fight another fighter on this level or slightly above this level until he fully gets his confidence back and then step up in world-class level. But if you saw the fight, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below.